Welcome, everyone, to the third episode of the Sideline Sitdown. Let's go, jeez.
So this is
a big episode.
Yeah. So you're the host, Jake.
I am the host, but there's actually big news. We're making some money moves. We have a new full-time host, and D Fox, he's officially the new full-time co-host of the show. So thank you very much, David, for taking the time out of your day to come here and talk some sports with me. I appreciate it. It's been fun.
It's been very fun.
Yeah, it has been. So on the agenda today, we're going to be talking about the Celtics versus Raptors game because that was
a big game for the week.
That was maybe one of the biggest games. That was the biggest game in the East, probably.
Yeah, in the East it was definitely because those are the top two ranked teams going in. So
yeah, it was a big game
for sure.
We're gonna be talking about this the Pelicans' fast start. That I don't know who saw that coming, but
not me.
We didn't even put them in our underrated list.
We didn't, but I mean, I had Anthony Davis as the top MVP candidate, but who knew that they were gonna? They're
really good, really good. We're gonna be talking about the Lakers and the Lakers brawl. I feel like that is something that is okay. Wait, I'm gonna talk about that when we get to it, but there's a lot of stuff I want to say about that.
Yeah.
The Utah versus Golden State Warriors potential Western Conference Finals.
It's looking good right now.
It's looking pretty good. And you know what? I want to try something new. I want to do a fantasy player of the week. Little fantasy player of the week bit.
Yeah, we can do that since we're in a fantasy league with our friends for some money. So
yeah, we are for a whopping $100 prize. Yeah, big money in our fantasy league.
$10 each. Woo.
Yeah, jeez. Okay, so let's start with the Celtics versus Raptors game.
So is there anything that surprised you in that game? Obviously, for anyone who maybe missed the game. Top two teams in the East going in. Raptors came first last year.
Biggest game of the year so far, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone thinks the Celtics are going to come out, but the Raptors beat them. It's obviously early. People are still getting the jitters out.
Yeah.
Not everyone's shooting up to code, what they usually do, but I think the Raptors looked really good.
I'm surprised how good Kawhi's already playing, seeing as though he played 9 games last season. Yeah,
I'm surprised. A lot of people were like, oh, he hasn't played for a whole season, so we don't know if he's going to be worth it, but holy, that guy's looking good.
He's balling.
Yeah.
He's definitely balling. He's not trying to... I remember there was the speculation of people like, oh, look, he's just going to ride the bench in Raptors, he doesn't want to be in the Raptors. Yo, he's looking like he wants to be on the freaking Raptors right now. He's looking good.
He is looking good. I feel like Toronto's such a isolated place. It's not a big paparazzi place.
Yeah.
So I know that people think he wants to go to LA, but at the end of the day, LA's got a lot of cameras. It's got
Yeah, and it's way too early. I think the other thing is
too early to tell.
It's like I see all these posts about people like, oh, is he gonna stay? Is he gonna leave? And there was actually a little pregame thing before this. I don't know if you watched it. I think since this is, in my opinion, probably the best Raptors team that's ever existed in history.
It's honestly probably.
It probably is.
Kawhi's probably better than every other player.
Vince Carter, Tracy. It depends. That's all speculation.
I put him over Vince Carter.
Yeah. So it's instead of focusing so much on is he gonna leave? Is he gonna stay? Joe, just focus on here and now. This guy's balling out right now.
Him and Danny Green on defense.
They're balling.
It's crazy. And they're locking down wings right now. That double block at the end of the game.
Yo, that had me hyped.
That was crazy.
That had me hyped.
And Kawhi can score. I think people forgot that this guy can score.
Dude, I think people just forgot.
People just forgot how
he's reminding them.
He dunked and caught the ball. He palmed the ball as it fell through the rim.
I saw that.
Kawhi's a monster. Kyle Lowry's playing great at the point guard.
He's playing ultimate potential mode unlocked.
He's playing the way we expect him to play before the playoffs happen. So, and
then we'll see how he plays.
We'll see how he plays later. But right now,
as of right now, they are both playing really, really good. Yeah. I think that another thing that surprised me is it's looking don't want to say it, Tatum's looking like maybe the best player on that Celtics team.
Oh, you know what? I think Tatum is really improving, and I'd maybe put him as the second best over Gordon Hayward, just how he's played so far. But I still won't put him over Kyrie.
For that Raptors Celtics game, give me some of the pros you saw from each team. Start with Celtics. Since they lost, we can talk about.
You know what? The Celtics have a very deep team. I think the Raptors and the Celtics have the deepest benches in the East for sure.
I think they have the deepest benches in the NBA.
In the NBA?
In the NBA, yeah.
Yeah, I could actually see that. Maybe the Pelicans because of when we talk about them later.
When we talk about them, we'll say the East for now.
And the Lakers have a deep bench. We'll talk about that.
They do, yeah. Okay, in the East, I feel like it's fair to say they're the two deepest teams.
They definitely, because on the Celtics have Terry Rozier coming off the bench.
Yeah, he's really, really good.
I don't know if I think Marcus Smart and Morris are coming off the bench.
I think they are. Yeah, Marcus Smart and Morris both are.
They're starting Kyrie, Tatum, Hayward,
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, and Horford. Yeah. So the fact that you have those type of guys coming off the bench, like Rozier's balling out.
Rozier's a starting point guard on some teams.
Yeah, he is a starting point guard. That's what he wants. He said he wants to make money next year. So.
Yeah, so he's balling out too. He's playing pretty well.
And then the Raptors. Their bench is really deep. Fred VanVleet has been running the backup point guard very solidly.
He played insane that game.
We don't start Siakam.
We did that game.
We did, and so if Jonas is coming off the bench, then that shows how.
And I mean, Jonas is a starting center on.
And we have CJ Miles, Delonte Wright's not even back.
No, he's
not. They're Delon Wright, not Delonte.
Who did you say, Delonte?
Delonte.
I actually thought before the game started, I honestly, as a Raptors fan, thought the Celtics were gonna win just for the fact that I didn't think Kawhi was like fully ready to play. Not that he's not fully ready to play, but I didn't think he was like fully.
I knew he was good, but I didn't know he was gonna play like that in the second game. Of the season.
Was like the Kawhi game. I would call that.
And
game.
Ibaka showed up too.
Yo, what was
I know
that?
A lot of people were saying they wanted Ibaka out of the city from before this. Not after that game. Ibaka had like 21 points.
And actually, the game after that, he looked pretty nice too.
Yeah, he looked because they won in Washington the next game without Kawhi. So that just shows how deep the Raptors roster is. DeLon Wright and Kawhi are out. And
so pretty much watching that Celtics-Raptors game, that's honestly like, I just feel like from watching how the season's been going so far, I know it's like they've only played 3 games each, or like 3 to 2 games.
3 games, yeah.
It's like, honestly, I think those are the 2 teams going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, I think
Philly is like up there, but like, bro,
you know
they're
what?
not nearly as.
The thing is, I think Philly's really good. I think they just match up really bad against the Celtics.
Yeah, and whereas the Raptors match up so well against both, I feel like.
Well, we'll see when the Philly Raptors game happens, but Joel Embiid's right. The Celtics always kick their ass. So if Philly's lucky, they'll avoid the Celtics if they want to make it to the conference finals.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm pretty sure the Raptors and Celtics are going to go 1-2. So
I think so too, and then Philly will probably come third, but there's a couple sleeper teams in that East.
Yeah, so Washington's still pretty good.
I would actually be shocked if Raptors Celtics don't finish 1 and 2.
I think it's lock.
I think it's lock as well. I think it's lock for the conference finals as well, but I mean, we'll see. So yeah, that Celtics Raps game was really good. I'm excited to watch the future games between those two are going to be crazy. I think I heard Jalen Rose say he thinks whoever has home court advantage between those two playing in the playoffs will win the series.
I could see that home court advantage is crazy.
And the home court in Toronto and the home court in Boston is
those fans
wild.
Yeah, because you already know the Celtics history with their franchise and the Raptors. I think the Raptors have the best fans in the NBA, but it's
a whole country.
Bias.
It's a whole country behind them. Yeah. So Raptors and Celtics, definitely 2 teams to watch going into the future.
For sure. So let's swing it to the West now.
Pelicans, holy baby!
I'm not gonna lie.
Nikola Mirotic! Oh,
Yo, Mirotic is snapping. I saw him. I had him on my fantasy last year, so I saw a few games with him on Chicago.
Yeah, but nothing like this shit.
Yeah, I was like, you're scoring 30 points on Chicago. I'm like, you know what? A lot of people could play on that team because they're not very deep last year.
On who, Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago. And then he came to the Pelicans. I was like, you know what? He's gonna be good, but I don't know if he's gonna be that good.
Okay,
because he's snapping.
We didn't even put them on our. We talked about this after. We were kind of thinking like, maybe they.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Second episode of our podcast, I straight said I think the Pelicans are gonna suck. I thought Anthony Davis would be an MVP candidate, but I didn't think they would really compete because they lost.
I think you said it's
Rondo and Cousins, so I didn't know how they would.
Well, you were saying it's like really there's only Drew Holiday and Davis on that team.
Yeah, but they're deep for some reason.
Alfred Payton with the trip dub.
And Julius Randle's playing really well.
Julius Randle is, he's really good. I honestly think if he's sixth man the whole year, I feel like he could be a sixth man of the year.
I think we actually need to talk about, though, their scoring. They scored 149 points in their last game, and I think they had 8 players in double figures.
They did.
That is ridiculous. They had Anthony Davis, Moore, Nikola Mirotic, Alfred Payton, Drew Holiday, Julius Randle, and I don't even know what this is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't watch a lot of Pelican games. Oh, Darius Miller. Never mind.
Okay.
Obviously, and Ian Clark. Yeah. 8 players. That's ridiculous.
Yo, that's one of those teams. Every year, there's always that one team from each conference where people are like, "Yo,
what the hell?"
I feel like Pelicans are that team that are going to be like a threat.
Yeah, they're going to be a serious because Anthony Davis is not playing games this season. If
He's out to kill.
Yeah, if Mirotic keeps balling the way he's balling, he's one of the surprise players for sure this year.
He's like the Oladipo last year.
Yeah, he's having a
if he keeps playing this good.
Obviously, we're only 2 games in, but their scoring numbers are ridiculous. They scored 149 points in their second game. I think their first game they had 120 or something like that.
Yeah, and it's hard to like jump the gun and be like, "Oh, this team's crazy," because like if you remember the 7-3 Orlando Magic last year.
That's true, but you know what? The difference is
this team actually looks good.
Yeah, because they beat Houston. They beat Houston by 19. They actually had 131 points
in the opening game too.
Yeah, and Houston's the former number 1 seed, so I give the Pelicans a lot.
Give credit where it's due.
Yeah, they're playing.
They're a good team.
They're balling right now. They're
a really good team.
Okay, so I think it's time to swing it to the Lakers.
Ooh,
so Lakers are. So I'll say this: the Lakers are 0-2 to start.
0-2, not exactly probably what Lakers fans were hoping to see.
Do you think that is a reason for panic?
Hell no. They've got LeBron James.
They have LeBron James, and you know what? I actually think the Lakers have one of the deepest teams in the NBA, even though they lost their first 2 games.
They're young.
Because they didn't lose games to scrubs. They didn't lose to Right now, OKC's looking like scrubs 0-3. That's because Westbrook was out for 2 games.
Well, he played today, and they were playing Sacramento, and they lost. So, I mean...
Because they lost to the former 3rd seed and the former number 1 seed.
Yeah, so it's
They lost to Houston, and they lost to Portland.
Without Westbrook, too.
Yeah, and this is a brand new roster with Lance, JaVale, Rondo, and LeBron meshing in. And those guys actually aren't even playing that bad. JaVale McGee's actually been hustling. He's been playing well. Rondo's been averaging over 10 assists a game.
He's been playing good.
LeBron's been putting up... It's funny because LeBron's only averaging like maybe 25 around 6 and 6.
Only.
That's what's funny. That's what's funny because he's only averaging that, and they're still, and we know what LeBron's capable of. That's bad for LeBron, but it's not bad at all.
The other thing to touch upon, you said they're 0-2 right now. Their record could potentially get worse just because of the...
Ingram's out and... Rondo suspended.
The big brawl that just recently took place.
But you know what? I don't even think it'll be that bad because...
Bring Lonzo in, bring Josh Hart into the starting lineup.
They're so deep that Lance will get more minutes.
Yeah.
Kuzma hasn't actually been playing as well as I thought he would start off.
They haven't been giving him that many minutes though.
They're super deep. So the thing is, without Rondo and Ingram, will just give more room for those guys that we know can shine.
They'll probably, if I had to guess, they'll probably bump Lonzo to starting lineup, Josh Hart to starting lineup, and then Kuzma will be 6-man.
Yeah,
probably.
I think so too. And then Lance can come in to do a little.
Lance can be like 7. He can be okay.
So they still have a team. They have a really deep team. I
think
they
Michael
just need
Beasley some minutes maybe.
Michael Beasley. Yeah, I actually liked Michael Beasley in New York last year.
His MVP chance he got. He's like, bro, I never heard that before. Like no shit. He's okay.
Yeah, but I think they just have to get their rotations figured out. Guys just have to fit into their roles because I think they're doing a lot of off roles too, where they're playing positions that they're not true
They're
to.
playing positionless, apparently.
Yeah, they're playing positionless basketball.
Yeah.
I think they don't look that bad, though, because they did lose to Houston.
Okay. I said I think they're super overrated.
Yes.
Which, I still think they are, but, if you're worried about the 0-2...
Yeah, no, they'll
potential
make the
0-3, because, they'll make playoffs. They look really good.
The only reason we said they're overrated is because people are saying they're automatically going to the Western Conference Finals.
With teams like Denver playing super good, just beat Golden State Warriors tonight.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Utah could have beaten Golden State Warriors the other night. They just choked.
There's still Portland. They might make a bounce back against Pelicans the way they're playing. So that's why we said if you're gonna put a team next to the Warriors going into the Western Conference Finals, honestly, no matter who they are, I'm gonna call them overrated unless they're Houston because
Houston's actually proven that they're pretty good. They went to Game 7. Anything else with Lakers in regards to anything?
I think people touch a lot on LeBron just to touch on.
I think
LeBron,
they talk.
But I think we said everything that needs to be said. Oh, the fight.
The fight. Oh man. First punch I've ever seen connect in the NBA. I can't even lie.
There's a lot of old school, but in the newer era, it's very rare to see punches land.
Yeah.
Since maybe the Malice at the Palace.
I heard, I don't know how factual it is. I don't think it's factual.
The spit thing?
So I heard, no, not about the spit.
Okay.
I heard about that, but that's not what I'm talking about. So I heard that this Rondo and CP3 beef has actually been a thing for a long time.
Well, you know what? The thing is, everyone in the NBA wants to fight Rondo and CP3.
Because they're loudmouths.
If you haven't noticed, Rondo's own team, I'm pretty sure some of his teammates didn't like him. Probably. CP3's old teammates don't even like him.
Blake.
They're just two guys who just like to run their mouths and they like to fight and they like to cause. They just like to get in your.
So I feel like they're two like alpha males like butting heads. Like you know what I mean? It's like they're trying to be the big guy. Yeah.
I think it's funny because Draymond Green you would see him as the number one trash talker in the NBA, but I feel like more people hate Rondo and CP3 that are actually NBA players.
Probably.
I saw DeMarcus Cousins throw a ball at CP3. I think Dwight Howard. There's just so many people who I've seen try to fight like CP3. And Rondo, is just a rough. So it makes sense that those guys.
Well, apparently it takes. I don't remember it was when Rondo played on the Celtics, and Rondo allegedly told CP3 he'll never win a ring. Or something
Probably.
Like that.
Those guys the whole Celtics team was talking mad.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett. Yeah, they're all shit talkers.
They're all like that.
Pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
But yeah, that fight was very foul. Brandon Ingram came in like a Dragon Ball Z assist.
I think Brandon Ingram needs to clean up his act because obviously a lot of people, on Instagram and stuff are like, yo, Brandon Ingram, he's a rider. He just came in. But the thing is, I watched the tape. He threw Harden after the push. I mean, because I guess he might have felt Harden pushed him when he fouled Harden.
Realistically.
But he threw him from behind. That was a little too impulsive. You're an NBA player. You're getting paid to do this. That was impulsive.
Act professional.
Act a bit more professionally.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's one thing if he saw what happened with Rondo and CP3.
Hell no, he didn't.
He didn't even see it. He walked away, saw a brawl, and he just came and threw a punch to CP3. And you know what? I guess you can respect that in a way. That's his dog. He's just riding out for his friend. But at the end of the day, you have to realize suspensions, fines, like you're hurting your team.
This team, and they're already down. That's why I brought it up, because it's like they're already 0-2. Potentially, I don't know, like Brandon Ingram and Rondo, I guess, are part of the starting lineup, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like you could technically now, because of this, lose another. I think they're out for 4 games. You could lose another 2 games because of this.
It's not worth the suspensions in the fight.
And being down 0-4 with the media always in LeBron's ear, like LeBron will not want that. Like you know what I mean?
Especially, I feel bad for LeBron too, because CP3's his boy, Ingram's on his team, Rondo's on his team, so it was
It's a big.
And he just wants to focus on basketball.
He's just trying to win a championship, bro.
Because he needs to get these guys in line. He needs to say, yo, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I think the Lakers team definitely very rough and immature, but I think that's what the NBA fans want.
They do. We haven't seen this in a long time.
It hasn't been seen in a while.
So and it's Lakers, too. It's like a championship team, right?
Yeah, exactly, that franchise.
Or a golden era team or something.
Yeah, so it's honestly... But I love it, though. There's been several game winners in the last week. There's been, 2 fights already.
Yeah, basketball's been crazy
Basketball's been crazy. This is a good year for basketball.
Speaking of crazy basketball, Utah versus Golden State Warriors. I said they were underrated.
Yeah,
do people believe me?
Jacob called it. He said Utah's underrated.
Yo, that team's crazy.
And they're proving... Because, come on, their substitute teacher is just balling out.
Jeez, Joey!
Joe Ingles?
Let's go! Jeez!
He's actually balling out. I think he shot 7 of 11 from 3 the other day.
Yeah, that's foul. You can't let him do that.
You can't let him do it. 27 points.
Calculate all the math of that. He's like, okay.
Yeah. I saw Ricky Rubio hit a couple of threes. Ricky Rubio's throwing dimes. Derek Favors is getting rebounds. He's playing in rotation.
Donovan's been
he had 20 points against Golden State.
Lots of shots though.
I think he shot 30%. So the fact that your player that you look to for buckets is shooting that poorly and you almost beat the Warriors.
In my opinion, should have beaten
the Warriors.
If Rudy Gobert's brain didn't turn off.
Rudy Gobert, we watched the tape, he got sealed by, I think it was I don't know how to pronounce the name. It was like
Jabroko Saring.
Yeah, you guys know. You guys saw it.
Funny story. He was actually waived from the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, he was waived from the Utah Jazz. That's why no one fought him when he accidentally celebrated in front of the Jazz bench, because I guess
they're like, you know what? Yeah,
this was about to happen. Nice. Gobert got caught on a switch, and instead of switching on to Jabroko or whatever, I guess he thought time was running out. He got sealed off, and he tipped
which
the ball
is really unfortunate, because he actually had a super good game.
He had a crazy
up until that,
Yeah, but Utah was balling. I think they had 6 or 7 people probably in double figures. Donovan Mitchell's not even shooting well right now. Joe Ingles is balling
lights out.
And they're that good. Utah is going to be a problem.
Utah will be a problem. I think Utah is going to be a top 3 seed.
I think they're going to be a top 3 seed.
They are insane. Insane.
And another team we're going to talk about is Denver, because they just beat Golden State.
Another team I said was underrated.
Yeah.
But I think that's a team like most people probably knew were okay. Maybe.
Yeah, because they came 9th last year, and then they have...
and that's a team that's just going to get better.
Yeah.
Because when Isaiah, as long as IT's like good coming off the bench, which he should be.
He is good because that's what the GM told him that he's gonna have to.
Yeah.
Gary Harris had 28 points.
Yeah, Gary Harris is really good.
And Jokic had 23, 11 boards, 6 assists. Jokic, I don't
Jesus.
He's balling out. He don't think he missed a shot the other game. He had a triple double.
He actually is the only other player besides Wilt Chamberlain to ever do that.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. And we talked about Jokic, how he's going to be good. Honestly, I think with the way Cat's been playing lately, Jokic's about to slide into that top 3 center spot.
Cat's last game was pretty good, 28 points, but you still didn't win, I don't think.
And Cousins is out. So I'd actually, right now, Jokic might be the second best. It's probably the second best center. He might even be playing better than Joel.
If we were to base... during this season so far, the best center in the league, off of the first 2 or 3 games, I would probably say it is Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, it's probably Jokic. They were 3-0.
Yeah.
And
they're 3-0?
Yeah, 3-0. What? Jokic had a good, a crazy 3 games, triple-double, 40 points, didn't miss a shot.
35.
35. Was it 35?
35-point triple-double.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Misquoting stats.
Whoa!
Yeah, Joel Embiid actually had a great last 2 games. I'm pretty sure.
But they lost to the Celtics.
They did lose to the Celtics.
Which was a huge game.
Talked about, But Joel Embiid, I'd still say is top. I'd still say he's the best center until more of the season goes on.
I still think
because
he probably
Cousins
will
is out, obviously.
He probably will.
And Towns is. I think Towns played well last game, but the first 2 games,
He's not playing insanely good.
He's not playing. Jimmy Butler is...
Want to know who is playing good on that Minnesota team? Yeah. Derrick Rose!
Yeah, we did predict that Derrick Rose would be really...
Yeah, he got 28 points. He's pretty good.
He'd be a very good piece of that Minnesota team. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually excited
6th Man of the Year candidate.
I think they're 1-2, but I think that they're still going to come out on...
They are 1-2. As long as Jimmy Butler stays, they'll make playoffs.
Yeah, they'll have... I think Cat's just a little rusty right now. When Cat starts playing better, Jimmy Butler, I think, sat out last game, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then...
So basically, I think the moral of the story that we've been talking about is, like, if your team is currently 1-2 or 0-3...
And it's not a big deal.
Don't worry.
Maybe
there's lots of good teams
2 more, 3 more weeks in, we can get an accurate...
20 games
of who the best teams are, but we're just saying the standout players so far. So, fantasy basketball, we're going to do a quick little spin. We already talked about who your pick is, though, for the fantasy player of the week.
Can I get a drum roll really quick?
It's like an underrated fantasy pick.
Wait. Wait. Are we doing under... We'll just do...
Because I feel like Jokic was the best, but we're going to talk about who you want to talk about.
Jokic was really
But we just talked about Jokic, so we'll just go...
Nikola Mirotic! Yo, this guy's wild.
Because he's the most unexpected fantasy pick for sure.
And player.
Yeah, and player in general. If you picked up Mirotic and you just got blessed with the last 2 games he had, I hope it continues for you. We don't know. His trade value...
If you have him on your fantasy team, do not trade him yet.
Well, the thing is, we don't know if he's going to consistently play at this, so it's your own discretion. Yeah, obviously there's been a lot of fantasy players who we've known would be good that were good.
Like Westbrook, obviously, tonight got a triple-double.
Yeah, I think Steph's averaging 30 points a game. I think he's
Giannis, 30. Obviously.
Giannis,
there's like your
Anthony
safe
Davis.
That, if we did a bit like this, we could talk about the same. We would be Anthony Davis had a great, you know what I mean? But Mirotic, like this guy, like who really thought this guy would be getting what? He got like, 37 points?
Yeah, him, Joe Ingles, and actually another player I want to talk about quickly is Trae Young.
You talk about Trae Young.
I feel like you don't respect Trae Young.
Hell no, I don't.
Well, Trae Young has been balling out. A lot of people said they wouldn't know if he could.
I was kidding. I actually like Trae Young. He's great.
Yeah, because honestly, I think he's been balling out. Like his first game was solid. He had 14 points, 6 rebounds, 5
Wait, did he have a good game recently? Is that why you respect him?
Yeah, actually, he just they lost the first 2 games. Okay, obviously they just beat Cleveland.
Whoa,
the good game he had, like it's just Cleveland, but he had 35 points and 11 assists and 6 threes. And he shot 57% from the field. So I think Trae Young's actually looking pretty promising. The Atlanta team is not looking promising. I'm not gonna say they're looking promising. I'm not
they've got Taurean Prince.
Okay,
Trae
so the
Young.
team is not looking all that good, but Trae Young is looking
Vince
like
Carter,
a potential rookie of the year candidate right now, in my opinion.
who else is looking even decent?
Honestly, I thought the draft class would be playing a lot more.
Well, I think we were spoiled with last year's draft class. Yeah. Last year's draft class was really.
You know what? But we might be missing a lot of picks because like Luka Doncic just had a good 20. I think he had a 26-point game.
He did. DeAndre Ayton. I think. Yeah, I think he just got hurt, but he was okay.
I don't.
He's playing pretty good.
I don't know. It seemed like Devin Booker was putting those guys on his back, but
Devin Booker. How's Phoenix doing actually?
How's Phoenix doing?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Phoenix, 1-1.
Just on my phone, so I'm looking down because I'm looking at. They got killed by Denver. Not even close.
Denver's a good team.
Let's see who scored on Phoenix in that game. Booker 25, of course. Ayton had 5 points, 8 rebounds. So not.
That's your average inconsistent rookie numbers.
Yeah, right? So he's not playing as crazy as I thought he would be, but he's still a rookie, obviously.
I feel like any rookie, they're going to be inconsistent.
Their first game, though, actually, he did play really well.
He got like 20 points, I think.
Yeah, 18, 10, and 6.
Mm-hmm.
And they won against Dallas, so that was a good game. Luka Doncic was in that game. He only had like 10 points. Really but you know what? I think the rookie class is going to blossom, but obviously, it's too early for us to tell. So maybe a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, a month, we'll get more into.
We'll talk about maybe best rookies,
MVP candidates,
or who we have speculations for.
But
it's too early, really, to talk about that stuff. But it's still fun though.
But, yeah, for sure. But we wanted to keep this segment a lot shorter than we've.
Been, yeah, like less. I
think that was more concise, less banter. And,
less banter.
So, is there anything you want to bring up before we conclude the episode?
I kind of still want to just talk about. I think just. You know what? Maybe we can save it for another episode.
Yeah, I think we're good.
As well.
So this is D Fox co-host.
D Fizzle, woo! D Fizzle in the house, baby.
I love this guy. Jacob Larson.
Yeah. This is Sideline Sitdown episode 3, and that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us on the sideline today. Actually. We before we end, we're now on the Stitcher podcast app as well as Google Play. We're getting to iTunes. We're just waiting for approval. We're going to be on iTunes probably by the time this episode gets up. But
I was just gonna say we're not doing much promoting now. We're just kind of getting episodes out, having fun with it. But
so this and as I don't know if a lot of you know this, but this actually just started off as a school.
Yeah.
And he didn't even have to help me with this. This just started off kind of as a school project, and actually I feel like David and I have been having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, it's something we enjoy doing.
So yeah, we watch basketball a lot. We just shoot the shit about it, and we talk about it a lot. So it's like, why not just start a podcast and see if people watch?
Yeah.
But and the reception's been pretty good.
It's been decent, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna just keep. We're just gonna keep on keeping on until
until
people stop watching. Then we're gonna stop. So, just so you guys know, I think we're going to do an episode a week. We're going to probably break down. This is, from here on, it's just going to be boring stuff if you guys want to tune out.
You could have tuned out 2 minutes ago.
Yeah,
for sure.
The episode's done. This is just kind of the breakdown of what we're going to be doing. So we're going to try doing weekly, episodic episodes, maybe just breaking down the week, probably, what's happened.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, if there's recommendations, we can do, a short little... We can do, YouTube... I don't know. We can do... If there's any things...
We'll see where the wind takes us.
If you guys want to recommend things, by all means, just message us on our personal Instagrams. At Jacob Larson.
We're pretty sure mostly our friends watch this.
At DFox.
Yeah.
Or on the Sideline Sitdown Instagram, be sure to just DM us. We'll answer. We don't have that many people, but...
We'll definitely get to you.
We'll definitely get to you, is what we're saying. So, thanks for watching, and be sure to check in next week.